Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor?
I suppose if it was on the protege's way to the mentor, they might.
Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor? I suppose if it was on the protege's way to the mentor, they might. How much would chuck? Very short. Would the and the DTH, they go together. In American English, when we have similar sounds next to each other, and that's the case here, we got a D and a TH, similar sounds next to each other, we put those sounds together and we focus on the second sound. Would the protege, and here George completely flapped the T. Protege pick up, phrasal verb, pick up stuff. Oh, great word. Pick up stuff for the mentor? Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor? Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor? Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor? I suppose if it was on the protege's way. Again, easy, easy, easy. Look at the words. They're so easy. So simple. Look at that. Come on. They, come on. ING, nada. It's, come on, easy, easy. This is pronunciation. If you missed these words, you have to listen and repeat. You have to imitate exactly like Jerry and George. I suppose if it was. Now, once again, the linking actually starts here. Suppose if it was, stop sound. If it was on the, I suppose if it was on the protege's way, we'll go right up to here. I suppose if it was on the protege's way, Z sound. I suppose if it was on the protege's way. I suppose if it was on the protege's way to the mentor. Now, the word to has 7 pronunciations. We got ta, da, ta, da, t, d, and tu. And these two, t and d, are the most common, and that's what we hear here. To the mentor. I suppose if it was on the protege's way to the mentor, they might. Another question. Why does he say they? Why they? Because protege is single. Right? They're talking about a singular protege. So why suddenly they? Why they? Why they? George. Money, honey. Show me the money. That's George. Respect? Get out of here. Admiration? Who cares? Prestige? This is an obvious crock of, which means this is an obvious bunch of nonsense, an obvious crock of, in this case I said you know what. Instead of you know what, we should say shit. An obvious crock of shit. But shit's a bad word. But that's what it is. Crock of shit. Crock of poop. But what the expression means is nonsense. George thinks this mentor stuff is nonsense. This is nonsense. Wait a minute. George says, would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor? And I said mentor, minion, are they the same? Andrei Afanasyev caught me. Thank you very much. It's not mentor. It's mentee. The protege is the mentee. Mentee, minion, are they the same? No, of course not. They're very different. A mentee is a protege, a student. A minion is a slave. Okay? So George thinks perhaps the protege is somewhat of a minion. Jerry says, I suppose if it, pick up stuff, the stuff, was on the way to the protege's, on the protege's way to the mentor. So if the protege's here, the mentor's here. If the protege is walking to the mentor and the mentor says, can you pick me up some apples at the store? Okay. If it's on the way, yeah, maybe the protege might pick up some stuff for the mentor. Maybe, if it's on the way.
Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor?
I suppose if it was on the protege's way to the mentor, they might.
Would the protege pick up stuff for the mentor?
I suppose if it was on the protege's way to the mentor, they might.